Good morning students. Today we are discussing about EMF equation of alternator. In the last class we discussed about working principle of alternator and construction of the alternator. In the construction we have mainly two parts. One is stator and the rotor. Now what is the function of stator and what is the function of rotor we'll discuss in the last class, and today we'll start new topic, that is EMF equation of alternator. In the last class we discussed about what is the functioning of alternator. In that finally we are producing EMF equation. Now let's start the today's topic, EMF equation. Now for that one we have one diagram for the deriving the equation of EMF equation. Now this is a diagram we have. Now in this one mainly we have two parts. Now this is nothing but rotor and this is nothing but stator. In the stator we are having armature winding, in the rotor we are having poles and field winding. The rotor will be rotated with the help of prime mover and the field winding excited with the help of exciting system. Then flux will be generated in the poles. Now the flux will be passes through the air gap and stator winding. According to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, whenever a magnetic flux cuts the armature conductors, EMF generated. Now this is called as a Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Based on that principle we can generate the EMF equation. For find outing the EMF equation we need to derive the equation. For that one we have to go for derivative part. Now let's see the derivative part. Now in the EMF equation of alternator, the first one is called as a flux. Now what is the flux? In the sense, due to the presence of poles, the flux is passing from north pole to south pole. Now P is nothing but number of poles. Now how many poles we have? In the sense, now let us take it as a this is a diagram we have. Now we have two poles. Now for pole we have north pole and south pole. Now if you observe this one, we have two pole system we have for the given diagram. Now what is the F? In the sense, frequency of the generator voltage. Now we know the units of the frequency is Hz. Now what is the N? In the sense, now speed of the rotor in RPM. What is RPM? In the sense, revolution per minute. Now let us we take it as a capital N. Now what is the rotor spin? In the sense, the rotor will be, we have some rotation, that speed we'll call it as a speed of the rotor. Now this is capital N. Now coming to the small n, the speed of the rotor in RPS. Now this is RPM, this is RPS. This is RPM in the sense revolution per minute. This is RPS in the sense revolution per second. Now capital N will be calculated for minute, small n will calculated for second. The next one is nothing but ZP, the total number of conductor per phase. Now we have the conductors in the stator winding. Now that is call it as a ZP. ZP is nothing but total number of conductors per phase. And the next one is nothing but TP, total number of coils per phase. We are taking per phase for everyone. Now here also we will have the flux, and here also we will have the ZP conductors, and here also we have the TP, coil per phase. Now if you observe this, now in the armature winding we will have the coils. Now that is the coils, we have the conductor. Now the coils are connected to the coils. Now what is the difference between coil and conductor? In the sense, now this is called this part we will call it as a coil. The coil having two ends and this one is call it as a conductor, and this one is call it as a conductor. This is conductor 1 and this is conductor 2. Now for every coil we'll have the two conductors. Now this is call it as a entire loop coil and this is call it as a conductors. Now this is the difference. For every coil we have the two conductors. Now for that one we can call it as a, now coil will represented with TP and conductor will represented with ZP. Now for a coil TP is equal to, now how many conductors we have? ZP by 2. Now this is the, for one conductor, one coil we have the two conductor, that's why you call it as a ZP by 2. Now finally I can write it is ZP is equal to 2 into TP. Now we get the relation. Now put it here. Okay, now this is the relation we have, that number of conductors per phase is equal to 2 into total number of per phase. Okay, now what is the EMF equation? In the sense, now we have the definition, Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Whenever a conductor cuts the magnetic flux, EMF generated. Now that is what we are taking, that is nothing but d phi by dt. The average per conductor we are calculating, that means only one conductors. Now if you take it as a number of conductor, n number in the sense, now you can take it as a ZP. Now first of all we are finding out for only for one conductor, right? Now this is the d phi by dt. Now first d phi, take it as a, this is equation 1. Now d phi is equal to, now if you want to produce the flux, the first thing will be poles. Now that is we have poles, P into phi. If it is P equal to 1, you will get the phi amount of flux. If it is P equal to 2 phi, like that we have so many poles like that. Now for this is equation 2, P into phi. Now what is the next one? In the sense we have dt in the sense time period. Now for the time period, now already we told you, for capital N RPM, for small n RPS. Now per minute you can take it as a 60 by n. N in the sense revolution, you can take it as a revolution. Now 1 in the sense 1 second by n revolution. Now this is called it as a equation 3. Now you substitute these two equations in equation 1. Now E average per conductor is equal to, in place of d phi you can write it as a p phi. Now in place of dt you can write it as a, anyone you can take it, either 60 by n or 1 by n. Just I am taking for second, that's why you can take it as a 1 by n. Now you can write it as a 1 by n, you will get the equation as p phi n by 1. Now this is equation 3. Now we know the frequency formula, F is equal to Pn by 120, where P is number of poles, N is speed of the rotor, 120. Now from this one relation, now I can write it as a 1 by N is equal to 60 by N. Now from this one you can write it as a N is equal to N by 60. Can I write it? Right. Now in place of N you can write it as a, in place of small n you can write it as N by 60. Now you substitute here, F is equal to Pn by 2. You will get the value of Pn by 2. Now if you want to write Pn is equal to 2F, from this relation, Pn is equal to 2F. Now from the equation 3 we have P phi n. In place of P, in place of n, you can write it as a 2F. Now that is 2F into phi. Now this is average per conductor. Now we are calculating for E average per phase. Phase in the sense total number of conductor we are find outing. We are find outing for Zp is equal total number of conductor per phase. Now just you multiplied with Zp. You multiplied with Zp, that is nothing but 2f Zp phi. Now in place of Zp you can write it as a Zp is equal to 2 into Tp. Now you just substitute here. Now you will get the value of Zp is equal to 2f into 2 Tp phi. Now 2 into 2 4, you will get f Tp phi. Now this is called it as a E average per phase. Now this is called it as a E average per conductor. Now for sine wave we are find outing for EMF equation. For that one we have the form factor value. The form factor value of represented with Kp. Now for sine wave we have the form factor value 1.11 is equal to RMS value by average value. Right. From this one we have the RMS value, induced EMF RMS value is equal to form factor into average value. Now we know the form factor value 1.11 and the average value in the previous we'll have the average value, that is nothing but 4f Tp phi. You just substitute here. Now you will get the ERMS is equal to 4.44 f Tp into phi. Now this Tp is nothing but coil, number of coil per phase. Now in the coils we have two types we have, that the first one is nothing but Kc. That means in the rotor we have two types of connections. Now connections in the sense we have mainly two types of rotors. One is nothing but cylindrical rotor and the next one is nothing but non-cylindrical rotors. Now in that one we will have two windings, that the winding is nothing but Kc is called concentrated winding and Kd is called distributed winding. The combination of Kc and Kd we will call it as a winding factor. Now you just multiply with winding factor. Now you will get the value of ERMS is equal to 4.44 f. Just you multiplied Kc into Kd. Now this is the winding factor, that's why. Now Tp into phi. Now you combine this one, you can write it as a Kw. That is nothing but winding factor. Now finally if you want to find out RMS EMF equation of alternator, that E is equal to 4.44 f Kw, Tp and flux. Now in that one what is the f? Frequency, winding factor and number of coils, that is the flux. Now this is a final equation, you can take it as a, and this one or this one, no problem. Now for the find outing of EMF equation for the problems, now we have some values, we have some equations for find outing the winding factors. Now for that one, what is Kc, we will call it as a concentrated winding and Kd is called it as a distributed winding. Now in some textbooks we will write it as a Kc is equal to Kp also. Now how can you find out the Kp or Kc is equal to cos alpha by 2. Now where alpha is equal to coil span. Now what is a coil span? In the sense we have some angle with respect to the poles, that the angle we will call it as a coil span. Now what is the next one is nothing but Kd, distributed winding. Now for the find outing of distributed winding we have the formula. Now that is nothing but sine m beta by 2 by m sine beta by 2. Now where beta is equal to 180 by n, where n is equal to slots by poles. Now in the problem they will give the slots and poles. Slots by poles you will get the value of n. M is equal to number of slots per pole per phase. Now M is equal to slots by poles into 3. Now what is this 3 in the sense? 3 phase system. If it is 3 phase, now you can take it as a 3. If it is single phase, you can take it as a 1. Now based on these formulas you can find out what is the EMF equation of alternator. Now in the next video we'll see the problems on EMF equation of alternator. Thank you.